Hey there everyone, this is Matt. Here we're back again with the Average Biker on a bike path. This is to Wharton Lane, and right now we're next to 66. If you live in Northern Virginia, I think you know where that is. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the bike that I have right now. This is a Nishiki Maricopa. I got it for under $500, something that a lot of professional bike stores said you can't get a road bike. I first want to talk about that. And the thing is, I use this bike maybe 20 miles a day, and I use it to go to a lot of places. I live in the suburbs, and there are a lot of bike paths, there are a lot of sidewalks, but there are a lot of streets. When I had a car, before I sold it, I thought you have to have a car because when you live in the suburbs, that's all you can get around. But I've noticed and realized that there are a lot of paths around here for bikes. So I got a road bike. I'm not going to be competing in anything. I'm not going to go out and compete and go for miles and miles on end, but I will be using this every day. So I found this at Dick's Sporting Goods. It turns out to be a great bike, and I've got a lot of accessories for it, and I want to show you those right now. One of the very first things I got was a bell. If you ride on anywhere where there's pedestrians, have to have a bell. Second thing I got was a really good rear light. Now this is pretty bright. This one's from Blackburn. You can get it for about $19.99. It was a good deal. Third thing I got was a pack to put stuff to repair a flat. And inside this pack, I have an extra inner tube, tools, and an emergency pump, which, you know, pumping these up to 100 to 120 psi, it's very hard to do that. So that's just for emergencies. I may actually switch that to a CO2 tank, which is one of these little things where you just stick it in, where's the nozzle? Stick it in the nozzle and it will reflate the tire, and it's one use. And unfortunately, there's no PSI readout, so you don't know how much exactly it is. It's just for emergencies. It's just if you get a flat or if you need to reinflate the tire, it's for that. And of course, I got this for home, and I actually had to go through a number of these before I found one that actually worked. This one here is from Top Peak, and it's the Joe Blow Sport 2. This was $45. It has a pressure gauge. It has a little thing you can stand on. It goes up to 160 psi. Try it out in the store. It works really well and definitely reinflates the tires really well. First thing I got was a Nishiki for $25. Did not work well and had to return because it didn't reinflate the tires. Normally when you have a road bike, you're going to have a special valve for road bikes. It's called Cresta, and it's something that I didn't know until now. And it looks like this. Then you have to unscrew this too, and then you put the nozzle on. I'm used to a kind of a hybrid bike, which had a different nozzle, so I had to buy a whole lot of new things. And finally, I got a water bottle rack and new water bottle, and I think that's pretty much all the important accessory that I got here. And one thing I have to say, when I went to a bunch of professional biking shops, asking them, hey, first, I need a bike under 500, they said, no way, go to Walmart. Second, when I came back with the bike, I asked, so I need a kickstand, because I don't always have a place to rest the bike. When you're on a path like this, there's really nothing to rest a bike on. Now here we are at the beginning of a path, so we have the sign, we have this post, and another sign. You could easily have it lean against that and it'd be perfectly fine. But for instance, I want to showcase the bike like so. Couldn't do it without it, and all the professional bike shops said, nope, you can't use it. It may be illegal for competition, but I'm not riding for competition. So what did I do? I went to Amazon and I got this little kickstand here. Works really well for $12. And immediately after I got that, I found at Dick's Sporting Goods, REI, Walmart, and everywhere else that they have kickstands for all kinds of bikes. And this one works perfectly fine. It's not impeding anything. I'm not kicking it by accident. It works out really well, and you can get them for as cheap as $6. So if somebody says that you can't do something, or it doesn't work, or they don't make it, do your own research. I did. I found this. This one here is from Top Cabin. Again, I got it on Amazon for $12. It was a really good deal, and it works out really nicely. Gotten a lot of compliments, and I've got a lot of people saying, well, wow, I thought you couldn't get a kickstand for a road bike. There it is. It works out. So like I said, I think I have all the accessories that I really got. The one thing that I'm not showing here is a headlamp. Instead of a headlight that I put on the bike, I got one for my head. It's really bright. It was $30 at Dick's Sporting Goods, and it's directional. So when I turn my head, the light will follow. So it's a lot better, a lot brighter than all the ones they had for a lot of money at any of the stores that I checked out. So I would recommend a headlamp if you bike at night or in the evening. Of course, be safe, and of course, you know, get a rear light and a front light. And if you do get one, make sure it has it's high in lumens, and that's the output of light. Normally there'll be LED lights. So this is pretty much everything I got. By the way, the bag is waterproof, and that was around $8 on Amazon. You can get a ton of stuff. Last but not least, for kind of safety and security, I got a tile. If you know anything about tile, you can use your phone to track whatever you put it on. I put it on the bike, so if somebody steals this, I can find out where it is using the tile community. If you don't know anything about tile, check out our tile video. It's very interesting. It goes for $25. Right now you can get it online or at any T-Mobile store that still has it. They're going pretty quickly. I got mine really quick. But yeah, make sure when you get your bike, deck it out and all the proper accessories. Don't spend too much. Of course, I'm on a budget. I'm not racing, but I use it all the time. I've had this for 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm very happy with it. So if you're looking at a Mashiki Maricopa, I recommend it. It's suited me perfectly, riding about 20 miles a day for maybe about over 10 days, so at least 200 miles on it, and everything is fine. So check it out. And if you have any questions about what accessories I got again, post in the comments below. Let me know on any of our social media accounts, Facebook, Beam, Twitter, Snapchat, anything else I'm forgetting, Instagram. And yeah, please like all our videos, subscribe to 5149 Media and Creative Reviews, and I'll see you guys next time.